My name is Devin Pike. I am a freelancer. I do some stuff for BigFanboy.com. I used to run a website called Red Carpet Crash, and I've been doing Q&As and MC work for the Dallas Comic Con events for about 7 years now.
You like what you do?
I love what I do. The fun thing about it is when you're MCing a Q&A with actors or directors or whoever, it's not just your job to be up there and yammer at the guests. It's a chance for the guests it's a chance for the audience to learn more about the people who are up on stage and give them the opportunity to ask questions, and make sure that there's a good balance between it. And it's a lot of fun. A lot of these actors are really diverse people. They have an amazing set of background. Like, for example, Edward James Olmos. Sci-fi people know him from Battlestar Galactica or Blade Runner, but a lot of people didn't know that he was in the groundbreaking production of Zoot Suit, which was a good delve into the Latino culture of the late 70s and early 80s. A really amazing piece that's now having a revival again. And it's a good chance for people to get that piece of information they might not get from a 3-minute celebrity interview on Entertainment Tonight.
So, of all the people that you talk to, actors, which one do you like of the best?
Gosh, I have an affinity for the cast of Firefly and Serenity. I love Joss Whedon's work, and like so many people, that show resonated with me, not just because of the really great writing, but also because you could tell the chemistry was, evident from day one on the set. And again, another really great diverse group of actors. And there are always stories that you think you know all of it until you have a chance to talk to the people there. But the only time I've ever actually gotten really started, and I do a lot of these interviews, not just for sci-fi conventions, but also for film festivals as well. The only time that I've really actually gotten really giddy and starstruck, and I had to stop myself and say, if you say, oh my God, this is so cool, one more time, they're going to slap you. It was last year when we had Peter Mayhew, who plays Chewbacca in the Star Wars series, David Prowse, the guy inside the suit for Darth Vader in the original series, and Jeremy Bulloch, who was inside the suit for Boba Fett for Empire and Jedi. I was 7 years old when Star Wars came out, and that was my touchstone. That was the thing that made me want to make movies. It was the thing that made me want to learn more about how they were made, and it was everything that I could keep my 7-year-old tamped down inside my coat and say, shut up, do your job. That was probably the closest I'd ever come to just get going, man, this is so cool. Because the three of them will probably never be on the same stage ever again.
That's true. I've been to different conventions and like Star Wars conventions and movies and stuff, but it's kind of interesting to have the opportunity to talk to them. I'm sure how you started, it took a while to the point you are now.
I've been doing entertainment journalism, which is it should be an oxymoron, but it's not, for really 30 years now. And I got the bug extremely early. I'm 42 years old. That's not the reason why I'm wearing a shirt. Like, you learn how to ask the right questions. You don't ask the same questions over and over again. If you actually do a little bit of research and then have a good knowledge base, then the rest of the conversation just opens up. Within the first two questions, the person you're interviewing either understands that you know what you're talking about and they can actually have a real conversation with you.
Yeah, you just want to talk to the person because the person been doing this for a while. You're a person.
Mm-hmm.
This is a job that you really love to do.
Right. But see, the other thing is their brains will turn off. They will give you the same rote answers over and over again if they think that you are just doing this as a lark, if you're doing it where you haven't done your homework, if you don't know the piece. And as soon as the person gets that you actually know what you're talking about, that opens up the avenues for conversation. You can actually say, okay, you understand this, so when you're asking me this, I can actually give you a real answer, not just the same answer I've given over and over again.
That's interesting. I'm starting. Like a couple, 2012.
Mm-hmm.
I started going to conventions and asking questions.
Mm-hmm.
It takes a while.
Absolutely.
To approach the person and asking if they want me to doing an interview.
Mm-hmm.
Some yes, some say, thank you. I can understand. Also, the people who come here to conventions, the actors, the people who do the conventions, you try to talk to them, like how you doing, but they say because they're in the convention and plus the people who do the convention tell them not to do interviews.
I think it's a balance because their time is really limited when they're out at a show like this. They get in late Friday night, early Saturday morning on a red-eye flight.
They're like they're tired. I can understand that.
Yeah, and I try not to. Well, I try to. I don't begrudge anyone their choice for either privacy or being open. I think that it's also a personality type where they look at it as I need to. I need to reserve my energy to get through Sunday afternoon. But yeah, it's really a varied response all the way through. And I think your success level with getting people on camera is going to be really hit or miss. It's not going to be any kind of I don't think it's a mark against them or against you as an interviewer. I think it's just luck of the draw half the time.
That's true. Last convention here, I met the person who plays the general in the Transformers.
Oh yeah, Glenn Morshower.
Yeah, I met him. He was with his wife. Approach him, I give him my card, and I say whenever you think maybe interview, say okay, come later. And they have that can say that's my first interview with somebody who is in the industry. So he was a nice person to talk to.
Glenn is actually a really dear friend of mine, born and raised in Dallas, and one of the most generous people I've ever met with his time as well as his energy. And you will never get a false or a fake word out of his mouth.
No, I mean, asking small questions, about what the characters, the movies, and it was a really cool conversation with him.
Yeah. And it's an acting lesson too, because if you ever want to learn more about acting, he does a lot of classes with both acting and motivational speaking as well. Seriously, you could hang out with Glenn for 6 hours and your life lesson meter would just be up to the top. Seriously.
Yeah, when I wish I did have. I know he was busy with his wife. I wish I could talk to him and maybe besides what I'm doing, I would like to work with somebody in that type of level. Like
Sure.
like him or whoever in a chance. It's not easy. I know that.
Oh yeah, it's timing. It's timing. It's stupid, dumb luck is the other thing. I went to journalism school, and the experiences I had there were great. I could have not gone and had just the same amount of luck because it's the right place, right time. There's never any kind of a roadmap to being anything successful in, well, I would say print, but that takes a hell of a lot more luck. That's just blind stupidity half the time. But radio, TV, online, your best bet is to just keep plugging at it. Do anything you can to get in front of these people.
That's true. I really appreciated your time, and check my website. I really do appreciate it.
Absolutely. All right, hang on a second. Let's do this now. Were you down here for the cosplay carpet yesterday?
No, that was like last night.
There was a costume contest at 6, but we also had a red carpet for all the cosplay characters at 1 o'clock. We're doing it again today. I don't know how big it's going to be, but it might be. I'm Devin Pipe from Sci-Fi Expo and Dallas Comic Con. You're watching AnimeFanTV.com, and Christian is going to talk to all of you, and you're going to listen. You're going to pay attention.
I'm bored. Thanks, man. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely, man. Anytime.
Well, have a great, today.
Thank you.